A great warm welcome once again on Smart 24 television. That's where we drive business from, and this is the business. Today we're going to have a look at the story that made the headlines today in line of business. So of course, I'm with my colleague Samla Hanifa, who's going to break down some of the parliamentary stories, and she's here with me. We're going to be together in the same show, The Business, today. Now, starting it off right now, government plans to secure a loan of close to 325 million along with the 25 million USD grant from the International Development Association of the World Bank. This funding, according to them, aims to support the Uganda Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project, specifically focusing on poverty-stricken regions with the low-value production, namely the northeast and drylands. The loan request is currently under review by the National Economic Committee, and this story was done by Sam Hanif. Let's first look at the story, and then we'll come back to studio, and then Hanif will give us a breakdown of the story because it shows the one on the ground.
Also to borrow up to US dollars 325 million and receive a grant of up to special drawing rights of 19.5 million, equivalent to 25 million US dollars from the International Development Association of the World Bank Group to finance the Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project, abbreviated as USSATD. The profile, the objective, the project development objective is to increase production, market access, and resilience of selected value chains in the project area, and facilitate prompt and effective response to a crisis or an emergency. Location and the beneficiaries. The project has targeted the agroecological zones that have increasing and high levels of poverty and high levels of land and natural resources degradation, as well as low value production.
Well, that is the Minister for Finance, Matia Kasaija, presenting the loan to the Committee of National Economy. This is the committee that reviews all the loans that government is securing. I'm surprised this loan is going to come from the World Bank. You know, we still have issues with the World Bank, but if the World Bank is going to give us this loan to support the Uganda Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project, it is quite a good thing for the country, because since it is targeting the dry lands, you know, areas in the north
and the east. I've seen,
and all these other dry lands that we have in the country. If this loan is used to its best, like the money is not diverted to other things, and the money is not stolen, or
I can see here the money is 325 million US dollars that is going to support those areas in the north and the dry land places like you've just shown us. And if that money is not diverted, like you said, something could might be done.
Obviously. You know, we keep saying it's borrowing. When is the borrowing going to stop? Government is over borrowing. You know, we have to borrow, of course, to develop the country. But the reason for this borrowing, I support it. There are some loans which are presented before Parliament, and you're like, no, really, we are not
supposed to.
Exactly, we are not going to benefit as we Ugandans.
The money this money is going to regions that are maybe having some sort of poverty.
Exactly.
Like
the poverty. Most of those
poverty-stressed areas.
And of course the areas that have refugees. If this money does its intended purpose, you know, they present it and become so beautifully. But when the money is, of course, the money is released, and you don't see any projects on the ground That is very disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Yet the money has to be paid back.
But also, of course, we should also find means of fighting corruption.
Exactly.
It's every time this money is coming to the country, whether they are loans, whether they are not, but still there are other people, there are other corrupt people who would also still have some share of that money going to them, and that money may not end up doing the work it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
And that's another big problem that we are
course.
having in the country. The president has been emphasizing fighting corruption. I don't know where he has reached. You remember one time we even walked around Kampala protesting against the corruption.
President is trying with the anti-corruption unit. He's trying so hard to see that the corruption ends. You see, whenever a loan is presented, there are some people who are eyeing this money, who want to tap into this money, and they forget that this money is supposed to do its intended purpose. This also discourages the lenders, the people who lend us money. It discourages them. They lend us money, obviously, but when the money does not do its intended purpose, it also discourages them. They don't get encouraged to lend us more. Yet, remember, this money has to be paid back. I don't know why.
And there should be good accountability, as a matter of fact. And every time, by the way, we get this money, like you said, we should always put it on table. Because the best accountability that will also lower them to give us another loan. You get.
Looking at Uganda Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation
Project.
This project is going to happen in dry areas. These areas, they have to put in money, they have to put in projects, they have to put in irrigation systems, they have to put in systems that do work to support the agriculture in those areas.
I understand.
And if the money is diverted and only shoddy work is done, trust me,
I think let us not at this point let us not anticipate shoddy work or diversion or diverting the money, because
this is
the money
what the committee does. Actually, it is still scrutinizing the loan.
Okay.
It has not yet completed its report, because it has to present it back to Parliament so that it is passed by the entire House. Okay. Of course, these are questions we are also asking, just like legislators are asking. We've borrowed money, and we've passed such and such loans, but the loans are not working. And we have to pay back that money. We have borrowed to build hospitals. The other hospital in Luvoa, you know, that contentious
I know.
contentious loan. We have borrowed in the past, but the money does not do its intended purpose. Rather, its intended position. It's what it's supposed to do. What it's supposed to do, and this is quite sad for a country that has huge debts.
I think there have been some big problem when it comes to those loans, that every time we get those loans, they tend to do things that do not have a return on investment. That has been the biggest problem that every time. And this is what stakeholders have been saying. You see, if you can hear people from civil society organization that has been a complaint, they're like, use the money where we are going to get, of course, profits. Where
Ugandans are going to benefit, and of course the profits come, we get the money to pay back this loan, because this is a loan. It is not given. It's
not a grant.
However much they give the grant of $25 million, that still we have to pay back the 325. But this money has interest as well. Ugandans should have people who are dealing with money, government money. They should have a heart of their country. They should be patriotic enough not to misuse this money, because at the end of the day, our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren have to pay back these loans. When these people, the people who have misused the money, have left the world, they think they will leave the country for just because they are.
But I've been hearing from the PSST. He's been telling Uganda that when it comes to managing these loans, Uganda is performing better. So there's no need of an alarm.
Are you sure?
Somehow, somewhere.
We are.
However, there are some mistakes there. There's some money that is being put in things that do not matter a lot. You get?
Of course, we give credit where it's due. We see the loan for Entebbe Express Highway. Entebbe, of course, this money has to be paid back, and the money, we see the road is working, and Ugandans are paying, of course. You want to use the road, you want to get away from this traffic, and then use the alternative, Entebbe Express, you pay. We are seeing something, at least. Well, which other projects are we seeing?
But I was told that road is one of the expensive ones.
Yes, we know. It is the most expensive in East Africa and Africa. Yes.
That's what they say.
Yes, I know. I've heard that.
I hear some politicians saying that the money they used to construct that road can construct other 2 roads in another country.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. It's their own.
Because
some politicians
it is one of the most expensive roads in East Africa and Africa, because the same road was constructed in Tanzania and it costed less
than in Uganda.
Exactly.
Here.
So
what is the magic in Uganda here? What is it?
I don't know.
Still in trending. This is some of the stories that are trending today. We have trending. We have company news, but still we're still in trending. I'm seeing USA and AGOA exit. I've seen now you caught up with Honorable Musila, the Vice Chairman of Bugisu Cooperative Union, who suggests that Uganda should follow Ethiopia as an example and promote the consumption of its own high-quality coffee domestically. He urges that the USA's decision to remove Uganda from AGOA program is a misstep. It may lead Uganda to explore other alternative markets such as China and the United Arab Emirates. Honorable Musila criticized the motion that the USA can export same global influence as before, pointing to the rise of economic giants like China and other contemporary landscape. We caught up with Honorable Musila, the chairperson of the Bugisu Cooperative Union, on issues concerning AGOA exit. Of course, Uganda getting out of AGOA. So let's have a look at what he had to tell us.
There is no way Bugisu Cooperative Union can get affected. No. Like Ethiopia, the best we can do is to encourage our Ugandans to take their own coffee. Ethiopia takes 55% of the coffee it produces. If you go to Oromia Cooperative Union in Oromo, actually most of the coffee they produce is taken by the Ethiopians. So ours, again, this Babylon, these colonialists came here and taught the Ugandan that if you take coffee, your pressure goes up, but they take coffee. Why are they all not under hypertension? Why? You see? So to me, it is completely a failing rhetoric for America to think it will bulldoze the world like it used to do about half a century ago. It won't. It won't. Today we have giants like the economic ones and also becoming military giants, especially China. If today
That's Honorable Musila there on issues concerning AGOA. And he was emphasizing, I was reading his stories, like Uganda should pick a leaf from Ethiopia. Whereby Ethiopia is consuming its products domestically and doesn't need to be exported outside Ethiopia.
Yeah.
You caught up with this gentleman, Honorable Musila. What other points did he put across?
You see, the AGOA project, the sectors that were benefiting most in this program, it's the agriculture sectors. To be specific, coffee.
True.
Yeah, and Honorable Musila is the vice chairperson of the Bugisu Cooperative Union. And these are the ones that export the coffee to all those markets.
The outside markets, yeah?
Yeah. And of course, I engaged him on this point. Of course, AGOA. Now that Uganda is exiting AGOA, what next? Isn't it going to affect our exports? He said, no, actually, no. And he was very confident that we are going to look for other markets.
Alternative markets.
From
China.
And he's saying the US is making a very big mistake. of refusing our coffee, our exports through this program.
So that's according to him.
Now he says, remember, he's the vice chairperson. Bugisu is the biggest cooperative union we have in the country.
Uganda.
Yes, and they export more coffee, you know. And he says, Ugandans, now is the time for us to start consuming our coffee. How often do you even take coffee, Benson?
I do. Saying they are negotiating with the USA about the issue of AGOA.
Yeah, of course, they are negotiating. Even the World Bank,
much
we are still negotiating.
Much as everybody has his or her own perspective on AGOA exit, but others have been saying we really need this market. You understand?
Yes.
We really need this market because we need it.
We need it. So you mean we don't need other markets and other international markets like China?
We can try other alternative.
You know, UAE, those Arabs take a lot of tea. They call it tea all the time, coffee. So they can replace the tea with coffee, and we can get that market from them. But he said a very crucial point. Ugandans we need to start consuming our own products.
That's also very important.
It is very important. There are very few Ugandans who take coffee. I, for one, I fear the coffee. I don't think it is safe.
They used to tell us that every time you take coffee, you don't sleep. It kills the way you sleep. But I think
it makes your heart beats. You get high blood pressure. But I see in the outside world taking a lot of coffee.
But Uganda has the best coffee.
Yes.
Uganda has the best coffee.
So you mean we cannot make a coffee to be that great so that we can start consuming our own coffee? Is that? But who even says that coffee brings high blood pressure? Why don't we start consuming our?
So Musila says that USA getting us out of AGOA. It's making a biggest mistake because we also look for other alternatives. We may go to China or go to Saudi Arabia. So that's what he was thinking.
Yeah, because
according to him, and now.
You know, he was so vocal during the anti-homosexuality bill, and he even wore something. I don't know if you saw the pictures online. He wore something, and then he, he's a Rastafarian, and he said, "Jah bless her." You know, he has those words, those lines, those lines of his.
Of Rastafarians.
And the fact that he's the vice chairperson of the Bugisu, it was biting, of course, it was biting him, and so he has to come and defend it. He says. Of course, the US is making a mistake because coffee is one of the best in the country, in Africa. Yes, it is one of the best. And for them to take away, to remove us from that program, force Uganda to start looking for alternative markets, and that will be a competition for them as well. If our coffee is taken by China, UAE, and whatever, so he says. And also us Ugandans, this is the part, this is a take home for me. We should start consuming our own products.
At home here?
Yes, at home here, domestically. When you go to a supermarket, you see a Ugandan picking Nescafe. You see,
but I think we should support all the markets. We should support those products that are coming into the country. But then we leave our own markets. What I would need Ugandans to have trust in our products. You see, we tend to believe that everything that is made in Uganda is not quality. And that kind of thinking is what we should fight. Ugandans are making products here at home. So that mindset change should be worked upon.
Perhaps
if every time you see a Ugandan product or a Ugandan coffee written on made in Uganda, then you start becoming skeptical. So we have good things.
We do not trust our own selves. We do not trust our own products, which is quite dangerous. It is quite dangerous for the economy because it is taking us back. The big economies have developed, China, through consuming their own things because we have a big population. Even us here, our population is growing. We do have, if we consume our own products, we can give money to our own Ugandans, then that we are doing something for the economy, and we are transforming ourselves, our economy as Ugandans. But this business of saying the other one is classic, they call it quality. Okay, perhaps the issue with our products here is branding. Our branding is still
it's one of the biggest problems.
It is one of the biggest problems. We have few companies here that do branding, that do good branding for the products. You find a product in the supermarket. It entices you with its branding, but you open the product. It is just normal. It is normal. Yet here we have good stuff, but the branding kills you appetite, and you're like, no. Our branding still lacks. So
we should work on the branding of our products here in the country. You see, branding. See the first. They say first love at first sight. And people who fall in love.
Of course, the eyes. You are enticed, but you're enticed by what you see.
Okay.
If you see something and you're just discouraged there and then, trust me, you're not going to take it. Here, people brand chocolates, they brand ice creams, and you're like, wow, that looks good. But you don't know the inside. The inside is just
as
normal.
usual.
But when we go to our products branding here, local,
it is still lacking.
We need.
So I think the Ministry of
to invest in
branding should look into that and find teaching Ugandans when it comes to branding of our products.
Also, something else that we need to add value to our products.
That's very important.
Yes, we are very Ugandans. We are hardworking and lazy at the same time. You do something. You go to the garden. You plant this coffee. You yet other countries have added value to them.
The President of Uganda, His Excellency GOTV, has been advocating for adding value on our products, especially here in the country. And he did not stop only on coffee, he also went to the minerals in the country here. Remember, we have a lot of minerals in the country. And he has also he's been advocating for value addition, and he immediately banned the exportation of minerals without value addition outside the country.
Exactly.
And this brings me to another story, of course, related to the same energy and mineral exhibition 2023 that was inaugurated today by Ruth Nakabero, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development at Akamwese today. Now, the Minister for Energy and Mineral Development took a guided tour through the stalls, seeing the renewable equipment that Uganda should start using. This event aims at raising awareness about sustainable and foster and important related issues. Now, let's look at the Energy and Mineral Exhibition 2023, and you see what the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Ruth Nakabero, had to discuss with the Ugandans who are dealing in the same sector. Coming in later, but we'll be having that story for you. Then the short in depth. I think we could first go in for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll come along with that same very story. Okay. This is Smart 24 TV Business Today. Stay around.
Smart 24, driving business.
This holiday season, we wish you the freedom to enjoy all your football. We wish you fun and lots of Ugandan entertainment. We wish you a good time together. So turn up the volume on your favorite show and be merry all day long. We wish you laughter everywhere in the home. We wish you and your loved ones a very DSTV holiday. Stay connected to DSTV family at only 64,000 shillings and light up your festive season. DSTV Uganda. It's your moment.
Jovia. Ng'oyolekera ku lugendo luno olw'obulamu. Nkuwa ekirabo eky'amaanyi agatazizibwa. Amaanyi okulabibwa n'okuwulirwa mu mawanga ag'ewala ennyo. Okutuuka buli wamu nga yadde togenzeeyo. Ensi yonna ng'ekuli mu ngalo. Okutambula mu biseera n'okumanya buli kimu ekirina okumanyibwa. Jovia, kino kye kirabo kyange gy'oli.
Tewali kkubo ku ki gy'osobola okola ku mukutu nnandameggwa ogwa MTN.
And stay connected to GOTV. Choose your package from as low as 15,000 shillings and enjoy entertainment for the whole family. Tweyagale fetuina content. GOTV Uganda. Love it.
Smart 24, driving business.
My name is Aisha Naimi. I'm the director of the Solar Innovation Center. The Innovation Center is a clean technology innovation hub that promotes sustainable energy future in Dubai and beyond. And it's located at the heart of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park, which is considered among the largest single-site solar park worldwide based on the IPP model. The Innovation Center is focusing on 3 key pillars: innovation, education, and inspiration. The education by empowering youth and building their capabilities in the field of clean and renewable energy. We are hosting professional training, providing workshops and trainings to empower the next generation of innovators in the field of renewable and clean energy. The inspiration by inspiring people and raising their awareness about sustainability and the green initiatives of DIWA. That support Dubai transition toward the clean energy. So it's open to public to come and visit the Innovation Center and see the actual initiatives and the projects in real life. And we are focusing as well on the innovation by showcasing the latest technologies that are being adapted to the project of the solar park and DIWA in general, the renewable and green initiatives of DIWA.
Smart 24, driving business.
You're most welcome once again. The business today is still going on. Of course, my name is Beddy Swan Mundra alongside with my colleague Samla Hanifa. Now going to another story here. The Uganda Tourism Board, in partnership with Bravo company from Denmark, is actively promoting Uganda in the Nordic countries, starting with Denmark. UTB management highlights Uganda's beauty, diverse cultures and numerous tourism sites, encouraging exploration by a wide audience abroad. Let's have a look at this very story.
We're happy to have the Nordic people here in Uganda, and as a board, definitely the country. But if we can get partners, allies who can do some of the work we're doing, I think we are ready to work with them very, very carefully. They want called leisure visitors. That should comprise 30% of the arrivals in the country.
We are here to break new ground for the Nordic markets. They are not very familiar with Uganda. They mainly look at Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and South Africa. And while we were attending a tourism exhibition, we interacted with a number of groups, but mainly we hit it off well with the company Bravo. Bravo is a very, very big company in Denmark. They do a lot of tourism globally. And we planned a visit to Uganda, and Bravo assisted us to put together the people that will come to Uganda, visit different destinations, experience different culture, and we are mainly promoting ecotourism and culture.
I think UTB is doing a great work of promoting Uganda's tourism to the Nordic countries.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they are doing such a good work.
Yeah.
Uganda Tourism Board, together with the company Bravo, the Bravo company. This is a company in Denmark. They are trying to market Uganda in the Nordic countries. Those countries such as Norway, Iceland,
Denmark.
Yeah, Denmark. They actually from the ambassador's interview, the ambassador to the Nordic countries, she's the Ugandan ambassador to the Nordic countries. She said those people in those countries, they don't know anything good about Uganda. True. When they hear Uganda, actually, this is a very funny thing. I've seen interviews online asking Australians, asking them about Africa. They know, like in Africa, they only know South Africa. They don't know other countries.
But
it is quite amazing. Like, yeah, but if these guys are doing this campaign of marketing Uganda, Uganda as a country, it is a small country.
Yeah.
But it has this diverse culture. You know how many tribes we have in Uganda?
Very many.
Yeah, we are very many. When you compare us to Kenya and Tanzania, who speak Swahili as the official language, for us we have so many languages. That's why we have up to now we have failed to get one. They have introduced Swahili, but do you think many Ugandans are going to embrace this language?
It will grow,
it is slowly. Yes, they started way back when I was still in school. They tried to teach us Swahili, but then it faded.
It's a very great work if we start promoting Uganda's tourism to those countries.
Exactly.
Where,
if there's Swahili,
by the way, I'm very sure there are a few Ugandans who even travel to those countries. You say Iceland,
Denmark, the language.
There are very few. Is it because of the language barrier?
Yeah, the language barrier.
And by the way, you see, there are some language barrier is also a big issue. You see why some people fear to go to Germany. For example, there is some fellowships for journalists that are going to be in Germany in 2024. But My friends, some of them feared to apply. They're like, the language barrier, the language is the biggest problem. So
actually, German is kind of easy. I was trying to learn some language. I've learned French. I can hear some French, but Germany, I've not learned Germany. But when they speak, you get some words. So I just realized that if I had gotten a chance to learn Germany, I think it is one of the easiest European languages that I could easily master. Yeah. There are Ugandans in Germany. There are many.
Very few. But now getting to our tourism sector,
we have so
take
many.
it to those countries.
Exactly.
It's a good thing. And remember, we are getting too much money out of this tourism sector. It contributes big to our country.
It is the biggest foreign earner for the country.
Yes. So
we have so many things. We can talk about them, and then we can even spend a day here talking about our tourism sector. We have the wildlife. We have
the bats.
We have those sites.
We have Queen Elizabeth National Park.
We have those animals that are not in those countries. You know.
We have giraffes.
We have mountains. We have good. Yes, we have.
You're proud of your tourism.
We have mountain Renzori. We have mountain. We have so many things, and we have our culture. By the way,
we have very many cultures.
We have our food. We have our Rolex. Over the weekend,
and we are friendly.
Yeah, we are friendly. We are very hospitable.
Yes.
There is no country in Africa that is more hospitable
than tourists come to Uganda.
Than Uganda.
Yes, you tourists come to Uganda.
Did you get to catch a glimpse of some of the pictures over the weekend during this Nyege festival? I saw whites. They were from Australia eating Rolex. They were enjoying. I'm telling you, they were Rolex. So I want somebody else to enjoy it. I don't know if I'll enjoy the burger like how I enjoy the Rolex. I'm telling you, they were enjoying the Rolex. There were very many. Everyone, each one having their own Rolexes. Their own piece of Rolex.
You also want me to go there?
Nyege finished. I think it is done. But but seeing other diverse
is
culture.
It also a tourist attraction moment? Like, I want to ask. I don't know.
You've never been to Nyege?
I have never been
yes, I've never been there as well. Because they say people in Gomeses and Kanzus, please don't come. And when you talk about the Gomeses, me who puts on hijab,
Shariati,
I cannot go there.
You cannot go there.
They can even stop me on the way there. Like, no. Hajatis are not allowed because I didn't see anyone with the veil that side.
For example, my father is a pastor.
But
so I feel so.
No, for you can go. You're free to go. But it was quite amazing. It was an amazing seeing diverse in culture. Like I see whites and blacks enjoying. There is no racism. There was no racism there, and. It is quite, of course, that is also selling our culture. When I saw them eating the Rolex, I was, you get this excitement. They're like, yes, that is a Ugandan product. It is being sent. Nyege has attracted more tourists
than any other sector.
I think so, because it brings in more. I don't know who is behind that Nyege thing, because I see it in government there. I don't know who's behind it, but I think it is a white and some.
But I've seen other people criticizing it. This is what I am thinking. Okay, if there are bad things done there, but who are doing those bad things? Those people who are there are old, right? They know how to differentiate between bad thing and a good thing. If you do bad, you can as well do it even when you're not at Nyege.
I think management shouldn't allow
kids. I think they have make it look a little bit look ugly, but I think we should streamline it and make it something.
I think people under 18 shouldn't obviously go there for obvious reasons. You know, I even saw some schools closing. The schools that were nearby, the Ginger, that where the thing happened. Place. Yeah, they closed. Like, we are closing for this weekend because we do not want our students to. Yeah, of course they get exposed to immoral whatever. Of course they should be cautious. They should be cautious who enters there. They should present IDs.
But I think we should also balance it. How? We should have the area of the world aside. Then we also have the area of the pastors who are going to be in the same area.
No.
So that you choose where you want to go.
No,
that's what
that cannot happen.
We are trying to balance the equation.
No, it's
because they're criticizing it so much. I've seen pastors online on TikTok criticizing it.
Of course, even last year Parliament,
something that is bringing in money.
Last year Parliament, the Speaker herself demanded that they shouldn't be nyege, but then government was like, no.
We need this money.
We need this money. This is promoting, you know. We know Obsego Bunji that side, but we cannot miss out on this opportunity. Of course, restrict. It's like going to a club and you're saying there's a stall for religious. What are you doing in a club?
Because we need to balance the equation.
Which balance?
If you want to go to church, if you go to church, go to church.
This is not a
if you want to go and dance, go the other side, but all in the same nyege whatever, so that everybody. Yes. No. We need this money.
No, it is not possible.
We need this. If I was the manager, I would.
Trust me. If the fellowship, the pastors took their congregation and then they gave them a stone, and then they hear the music on the other side, and then
they hear face. We put a face. The other one be the other side, like the other side of Garden City. Then us who want to praise the Lord will be the other side of the parliament.
Actually, someone tweeted something very important, and I saw, and they tagged the government. They should, in order for them to tap, like, in more money from this festival, they should handle. They should handle this thing from stage, like from right away from the stage. You register people. You put in you put a box for donations. Those whites like donating. You put something to pay this fee that people pay, so that the infrastructure there is worked on. The infrastructure is in a dire state. And I'm surprised people go there.
That's what
the toilets are bad. Everything is bad there.
They just want everything bad.
Yeah. No. The infrastructure in that place is rotten. I wonder how people even go there.
They did not say that, but we've taken a lot of time talking about nyege. But I also want to appreciate Uganda Tourism Board for taking our countries to the Nordic countries like Iceland and other countries there.
Yeah, of course.
If at all we get there and we start having them here in the country, means our profits that come along tourism sector will also increase in that very area. Now, looking still at the Innovation Week 2023, it's also knocking. It's meant for unlocking opportunities for entrepreneurs in the digital economy. The largest gathering of the startup community will feature an innovator launch, allowing entrepreneurs engage in one-on-one with potential investors. So this is what is going to happen in the Innovation Week, where startups will have a one-on-one with investors, and of course we're going to have one of our experts from that area. Is called Lule, and is an expert from the innovation world. Let us have what he's going to say about the Innovation Week that is knocking soon.
So the Uganda Innovation Week, briefly, is an initiative organized by Startup Uganda in support with other partners. These are ecosystem stakeholders. So beyond the incubators and accelerators, we have the development partners who bring on finance to support our ecosystem. So on that side we have academia, so we have private sector, among others. So the Innovation Week, under the support of Startup Uganda and the UNCDF, is one of those annual gatherings where we converge as all ecosystem stakeholders. to see what we have achieved during the course of the year, to discuss about pertinent issues of the ecosystem, things like raising capital, how to improve talent, basically around how we can foster the innovation ecosystem in Uganda to see that it can succeed beyond measurable means. So this is an event whereby we only converge to come and discuss things, to share, to exhibit what we've been able to achieve from the beginning of the year. And of course, it's normally a learning event where also some startups as well have a chance to come and use it as a platform to pitch their businesses to investors, and then of course to raise capital at the end of the day, among others.
Startups have been having some challenges during the course of the course, but I want to know, will this innovation week give some sort of few answers to the challenges that these startups are passing through?
That's a great one. So maybe just to reiterate back, so this year's theme is around digital. So it's either adapt or be left behind. So having technology at the heart of business in the fourth industrial revolution. So we organized it around that specifically to explore opportunities that startups could leverage, or that the entire ecosystem of stakeholders could leverage to see how we can push forth the ecosystem. So coming back to your question, the challenges are so many, right from raising capital, right to talent, and of course any other support mechanisms that we need to put up to support our startups in Uganda. So yes, this Uganda Innovation Week is an answer to that. So part of the arrangements we have for the Innovation Week this time round is to have deal rooms. So a deal room is basically a chance on the platform where an innovator or an entrepreneur has a chance to meet an investor. So we have put up investors who are from foreign countries, from Europe, from Asia, and then of course local investors as well from within Africa and East Africa as well, who are going to have a chance to also explore the deals that they can look into by some startups here in Uganda to find perfect matches of who they can invest in. So that's one arm. So secondly, different from the usual, we have also identified that in Uganda, the startup ecosystem has already been in a silo. So this time around, we are matching it up with the private sector. So we're looking at those partners, that is the corporate companies, there could be finance companies, there could be telecom companies, any of those who are leveraging digital solutions and innovations to thrive in their economies. So we are matching them up with also the startups. So here we are having a startup on one end and also a corporate company on the other side. But the aim is to pitch their businesses, to network with potential investors, to network with potential businesses, and to also co-fund and of course co-match with other entrepreneurs who could of course inspire them in a way where we've set up a couple of plenary discussions where we have some of the success stories in our ecosystem to date who have raised funding of up to $1 million US. So we want them to at least also network, be inspired, and learn more from these to see also probably how they can leap in there and also raise more capital and also walk the journey as well.
That's Alan Dule there trying to tell us what we are expecting from this Innovation Week. Of course, all startups in the community of startups will come and exhibit their work, give us what they have done, the area of startups, what they have done for us and what they are expecting, and of course mingling with potential investors who can put money in them. So this is what we're expecting in this Innovation Week that is coming.
Yeah.
So all the startups, and of course, you know, they have been having some challenges. Okay? A lot of challenges. You know, startups who start their own applications, the other hand started what, and then lack of capital.
Lack of capital, yeah.
So there's another big problem, and then every time they come together like this, they pinch their business to the potential investors. That's where they can get potential investors who can invest in them and put money so that they grow their sector.
Also, these startups also fall victim of scams. People who claim to be investors, they come to just cheat on it because someone is here, is starting up something small. They have used all their savings, their capital, they have gathered their money, and then you come in the name of an investor and you cheat this person.
Cheat that person.
I swear, people. Some people do not have hearts. I don't know. Like, are people really human?
So I'd encourage every startup outside there that where you are, the next week, the coming week is going to be for you people, Innovation Week. Take advantage of this. Take your products, however much, whether it is 2 or 3, take them there. You never know, you may find a potential investor there who can help you come out of the problem of lack of capital. And that's what Smart 24 TV do. We extend you, we take you near to people who will help you grow your business. That's why Smart 24 TV is in Uganda here, especially in Africa and East Africa wide, to give you all the opportunities. So when you're there, if you want any more information concerning Innovation Week, just come to Smart 24 TV. You get more information about that. Do you have any brother who's a startup? Or you yourself is a startup?
No, I feel for Ugandans who have their small businesses. Me, I think such people, government should interest itself in such people. It should put money in them other than just giving away money, this mioga and whatever. Those are the people it should start with. Like if you see a potential business startup, put in money. That money can produce more money, and the person is able to pay back the loan. But you know, this money that is just given to us, parish development model and the mioga, people don't return that money, steal that money.
I've been watching some new videos on TikTok. I'm telling you, I saw
people think that is free money.
Yes, a woman drank that money. A man, got drunk the whole day and was sounding PDI money. Mindset change. I think our chairman LOC3's chairman LOC1s have a lot to do.
Exactly.
To teach these people.
Because of time, we should go to our.
So the reason for this Innovation Week is meant to unlock opportunities for entrepreneurs in the digital economy, specifically that. And they're saying that the largest gathering of the startup community will feature an innovator launch, allowing entrepreneurs engage one-on-one with potential investors. So take advantage of this coming week and get the real advantage of why you should be a startup, and the real advantage of why this Innovation Week should be of a resourceful to your small business that you're starting over there. There's some story that I said I'll bring in for you from Mineral and Energy and Mineral Exhibition, Steel 2023. Of course, Ruth Nakabra, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, today officially inaugurated the Energy and Mineral Exhibition 2023. The Minister took a guided tour through all the stalls that have renewable equipment. This event aims to raise awareness about sustainable and foster discussions on important related issues. Let's have a look at the Minister of Nakara that's going to give us more information about that Energy and Mineral Exhibition.
On behalf of my ministry, to open the Energy and Mineral Week of 2023. Electricals, renewable energy, energy efficiency and energy management, petroleum energy technologies, as well as minerals. I was told that this year's theme is energy and minerals for sustainable growth. And I think this was carefully chosen because this year our focus has been on demonstrating how energy and minerals can facilitate our country's economic growth. And remember, when I talk about energy, I mean electricity, even firewood in Uganda, source of energy, charcoal, petroleum products, such as petrol, diesel, and gas, other forms including solar, wind, geothermal, and some of the mineral resources Uganda is endowed with include phosphates that are used to make purely organic fertilizers for agricultural use. Copper is very critical, and cobalt, which are in Chirembe. Iron ore, there is a rush for iron ore these days. Gold, a rush for gold. uranium, we are thinking about developing it, and as many other minerals which can be exploited to benefit our country. And let me use this opportunity to also tell the world that most of the minerals that are found in Uganda have high quality iron ore, high quality nickel, almost the best. We have the rare earth elements. So Uganda is blessed to have these minerals, and we think if we exploited them carefully, we shall contribute to the socio-economic.
My take home, when I was there, I heard the minister saying that this is the time we should end energy poverty. We should start reducing on the poverty for energy poverty. That's what they call it. Some people may ask, what is energy poverty? You get reducing the costs in the energy sector. Like how? If you get a motorbike that uses battery, it's more cheaper than that one that uses petrol or something. Let's say a piki
that's
motorcycle.
Energy poverty.
So if you get to a motorcycle that uses a battery, that means you're fighting energy poverty. You're trying to cut the costs. You get. If you try pressure cookers, that means you also deal with emissions. Yes, you also deal with environmental wise. So that's what the minister said, that we should look at means of cutting energy poverty. We should find means of. She even said that every time you go and sleep, you need to switch off your what? Your power.
Of course.
Your power. You need to switch off your power. Switching it off there, how do you call that place where they switch?
The socket.
At the socket. You need to switch off from the socket.
From the socket, not just.
Yes, not just pulling out the what? They're good for the other, how do you call the other machines, for screens, extensions and what? You leave it still, you're still losing a lot of power. So the energy, of course, this energy and mineral exhibition is looking forward to raising awareness about sustainable energy, and in the country, this is what they have been talking about all along. Having energy transition in the country. Renewable energy equipments have come into the country, though most of them are coming from China and everywhere, but still they're in the country. If you look into that video, you'll find that there are other equipments which you've never seen. Today I saw some of them which we all need. And we get away from using charcoal, from using firewood that are not healthy to our bodies. And by the way, it's also one way of cutting costs, like I've been saying, energy poverty, ending energy poverty. Every time you get to using renewable equipments and you leave away charcoal, you've cut costs. If you use gas, for example, some people think gas is expensive. It's expensive when you're buying it.
In the long run.
But in the long run, when you've started using it, you realize it is even cheaper than using charcoal. So that's what the minister has been emphasizing, and of course telling us some of the new programs that the Ministry of Energy is coming along with.
Yeah, of course we want renewable energy. All Ugandans want that, but it's still a bit.